I already did not like bosses that had second phases, and all this game did was put that into more of a perspective. There's supposedly a ball spawns around here. Yeah, that's quite a few souls right there. 1952. Just do that over and over again. Do I have any other thing? I have. Why not? I don't even have the thing equipped for me to get more. And I think that's the only one I can get of that as well. And there's nothing else. And I don't know if there is anything within everything about armor one to increase salt, well, ruin acquisition essentially. Yeah, there's that one to raise externally, but I don't know if there's one for I want my needs. How many pieces do I just have that I'm never going to wear? I don't think I do actually have anything to increase all acquisition. I don't think I do, so it's just the ring. How do they up it, if anything? Because then it was 1,000 divisions. How much is it going to be with the extra, which I could be like 20% or something? Okay, it's a bit more. That's good. We're gonna have to do this quite a lot. But then again, that's how quick it is to just get that. There could be more. So if someone in the comment, in the chat right now, wants to say that there could be more, say it right now. Because you're doing that over and over again. It's unfortunately very necessary. I did say right side it was going to be very boring. But if the game wants me to be able to appreciate everything, and so I can defeat the bosses just fine, then something is going to have to take a sacrifice. I mean, I am about 10% of the way. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else to get more souls. I don't think I even have like a weapon of souls to do that. Because I'm thinking too much of the crystal sword from Dark Souls 3. I've just got so many weapons as well that are just sitting here. I might want to say that there is a shield. Helps, but I don't know. Oh, that's all the shield I have on. That's like nothing. Essentially, there is nothing else. It's what I have is what I have. Yeah. Apparently there was a way to just go straight to this very early on. Get levels. Yeah. I didn't know that until the video well, I watched the video very recently. If you really want to get a high level character early, this arguably is one of the best ways to do it. You just killed the rabbit or the deer. Okay, you're not gonna have a ring to give you extra runes. Are you having to do much for it? No. The plan that I had was to get intelligence up to 50 and then level up dexterity. Because intelligence is currently at 50, and because strength still has at least a D, it's still somewhat worth upgrading. That's the requirement, at least 40 or 50. Just so I can balance out, because then instead of having like 950, I could have like, I think what was it, 998. Okay, the deer in that case got on my way, but I still did. That's how fragile I am. That one ball and it crushed me because my armor is not as good as it could be. That could also be why I'm not doing so well and why I didn't get too shot, because my stupid rule of wanting the cosplay as my favorite character. I still don't like how the name is pronounced, or spelled, because it's pronounced with 2 D's, but it's pronounced like blind. Like B-L-A-I-T-H-E, not Blide, with 2 D's on the end. I don't know either. What I do know is that Millennia in this game is what the Ancient Dragon is for me in Dark Souls 2. I couldn't beat that. Then again, it was at the point of at no point did I know like how much more I'd have to level up. But it's like, oh, I can beat the game. And I said I'm not in New Game Plus, but I'm still wanting to get everything before New Game Plus. But I still need to do that for Dark Souls 2. It's entirely just me wanting to get all the sunlight medals. With Miracle is like one of the last few things I actively need. I have some extra stuff. But I'm also still wanting to get my character maxed out. So if I was to ever just focus on the entire afternoon of it, or like entire day dedicated to it, at some point I'd know to do this shit, but maybe I'll do that when Elden Ring is finished and dusted. Because yes, I know it's a common thing to hate on Dark Souls 2, but it may be my favorite armor in the entire Souls series, the Faram set, but I have many complaints about the game. Many. Especially with how much I love Dark Souls 1. okay, if you... I'm not saying Delta 2 isn't without some merit, just the message development did not help, and also I'm mainly talking about Scott. Not the, well, the one that, the updated version of 2. Not the original version of 2, which apparently to some people is better. I wouldn't know, even though I own it. I don't exactly have a way of streaming the PS3, and even though I have the emulator for Dark Souls 2, I'm not going to touch it just yet. Hi Camille, how you doing? For all I know, a lot of my complaints could just be thrown at Scholars specifically, especially when I still not touch any of the DLCs. Army was only wanting to do that once I completed everything to do with the base game. And also I don't know how to activate any of the DLCs at all. Because unlike Dark Souls 1 with its one DLC that I know that's playing religiously, and Dark Souls 3, like, they made it much simpler. Yeah, and so where I suppose the best content is not experience it firsthand. I didn't even do it on stream either. And then there's an item that I'm thinking of that exists somewhere. There's more rooms that I think stacks. I don't know where it is. Like I have these that I could spend at some point. The thing I'm thinking of is not here. What made me like Dark Souls 2 less, Call of less, was when I did the Hide Knight cosplay run and I was trying to get the Great Lance. Because, for those who do not know, the only way to get it is off of one specific enemy that has a chance of dropping it once per new game. So I would spend absolutely ages killing it off in the later new games with as much high discovery as possible. Could not get it, and then it got to a point where the enemy was too strong for me, so I had no chances of getting the weapon. I think it could only start from like New Game Plus as well, which is what made it worse. It's so fucking stupid. If they're gonna make it New Game Plus only, either have it so that the enemy constantly respawns, or it's guaranteed to drop, not a chance. I still don't know why. That slide. I've yet to even ask anyone on Reddit just drop me the weapon, because I was just so annoyed at it. I know it's for a stream playthrough. Considering how long this is gonna take, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna at least get the first 3 levels to get characters maxed out. Because I think how many souls I'm gonna get from Millennium regardless. I'm gonna get at least 2 levels. Why is my left elbow trying to reach? And now? I can not do it now when I'm not fighting Millennium. That'd be good. No, I do all this and then I make the final boss piss easy. Likely what's gonna happen. Knowing how things go when it involves me, I'll train so hard for one boss that wasn't even the final one to make the final actual boss stage. I even would arguably saying that Nameless King felt easier than this. Despite how much crap I can give about Nameless King, because there's actually a part of him that is broken. So that's on the second phase. Most of the time it feels like I can get to the second phase easier than I can Millennium. And Nameless King didn't start with like an Oko move immediately. So there is that. Oh, it's going just peachy. Okay. We're up to 70k. Oh, there's still a lot more to fuck. What was the hollow card? Was it? I'm gonna have to take a gander here. Was it a Gola? Or was it not Pokemon related at all? When you say League, as in League of Legends, or what? I don't know shit about League of Legends. Apart from some controversies it's had. Oh, I'm just gonna go with Riot then. See who needs character I know. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is. I mean, as blunt as possible. I've also not seen Arcane. All I heard from Arcane is that Arcane makes you want to play the game, and then you play the game, and then you hate yourself. Many shows I've yet to watch. I still need to watch the Fallout show. It's just Pokemon Infinite Fusions became an addiction to me at this rate. Because I was playing that earlier today. With only Johto Pokemon. I'm up to the second, well, past the second gym. And I definitely was not spending way too long to get a Hitmontop. Because the method to get a Hitmontop in any Pokemon game is awful. Oh, I do that every time. Okay. Interesting. Almost 100k. Almost, and that's still not enough for a level. Oh, it's gone quadruple A. No, quintuple A. What am I saying? I'll see it when I do this one. And despite all that, it could easily be a terrible card because all I see is player one something recruit unit token. I think that's cool, but does not look like it'd be a good card in the VGC. Someone who does VGC. Coming from someone who used to collect Pokemon and then did not for many years, and then did not expect at any point for people to spend thousands of pounds opening up old packs with the sellers claiming that there's a lot, well, some good stuff in it when there isn't. So it's just a case of scammers scamming scammers a lot of the time in that. Oh fuck. It was gonna happen at one point when I completely missed the edge and just walk off. It's just that it would be great if any CGC was not ruined by scalpers and scammers. Because Pokemon is notorious for that. No matter how much they even attempt to combat it, people always find a way. With everything. I know that's not going to be trying to do with the older stuff. But I'm still going to say, can they fucking stop? Because who is the person gonna spend 1200 quid on one pack with the possibility of making money back? A small possibility, because I'm pretty sure there's techniques to reseal a pack to make it seem like it wasn't open before. I mean, surely if there wasn't, then there should be at some point. Yeah, if you're doing that at that point, get another hobby. You've gone too far and you need to get out of it. Because surely it should just be really funny if they put no foils or hollows in it in the first place and they all just weighed the same. Because surely that would actually deter people from buying it clearly. If they all weighed the same. Because then either they all have a hollow in, or none. But no. Oh, there's likely the people that bring miniature scales, because those do exist. They bring the miniature scales to like wherever they buy their packs and just weigh them. And then having to bring, and then the store has to just put a weird sign saying, "No weighed scales, please." I mean, good fucking luck with that. I feel like the file size is gonna build up massively, entirely because of the rain and just the rain. Unfortunately, Pokemon really just cannot stop producing cards, attempt to stop the scalpers, because they make that much money off of the cards. And because of how the cycle is for Pokemon as a whole, they just have to. But then that also means many a Pokemon just don't get cards for many years, and others get way too fucking many. It'd be great if they could stop, but it's not possible. I still haven't even gone enough for one level up yet, and I'm counted for 3 through this method. I found never, because at that point that's removing the skin entirely. This is not Chainsaw Massacre shit from Texas. It'd actually be really funny if Texas Chainsaw Massacre, any of the films, did not take place in Texas. Or be like the first film was in Texas, and then it was just any state that was not Texas. So why are they still called Texas Chainsaw Massacre then? There's not that there are a few shows that do that, where if they have like a city or state within their title and be like, shit, now we realize the entire thing has to take place within the state. Is that actually one of that? I'm saying that what if it was a York place? Would it be York, UK? Or New York the state? Or New York the city? Because there's a problem when names just get recycled and no one ever thinks, should they change the newer one to something else? Because it would get just so confusing if you just say York, as in the English city of York, the state of New York. I know that there is a place within America just that is also called York. Well, because of how big America is, there's not many places that are repeated. Actually, I don't know if that's the same as the UK. Old York, but it's somehow newer. But it's only called that for branding purposes. I mean, Doctor Who did make a joke about that in like, yeah, their first episode of like season 2 of the new series, where they went to what was classified as New York in the future, but because of how far it had been, it was like New York X15, well, New X15 York, so then New York. I don't know how far in the future it was. But yeah, that just becomes a problem when something is called new. But like, yeah, New Hampshire, I'm pretty sure it's a thing. I want to say. Well, surely at this point you could just say new for any states that need to be improved. Like New Alabama, New Oklahoma, New Minneapolis or Minnesota. I don't know if they're the same. I couldn't tell. See, Americans would be able to tell me that. Information about states in their country and not anything about any other country. I mean, I'm still wanting someone to just do a geography test on them to be like, do they know where other countries exist? Or whether or not use defaultism has gotten worse. Although then again, from those years ago, that could easily just be people faking it. There were some people trying to make it seem like America was in the oceans. Where people within America could not find out where America was. Which I guess because of the unionist defaultism. But I can name a lot of the states, okay? Trying to name certain cities, no, and also trying to remember where all of the states are specifically. Well, I would not mind on stream with one of my American friends doing a state test where we have to name all 50 states. And then I would also point out that technically there's actually not 50 states. I can't remember the exact reason for there not being 50, but technically it's closer to like 42 or something. If we want to do a rough like just counting of them now before actually doing the test. New York, Oklahoma, Texas, Wyoming, Minnesota, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Alaska. We're not counting the Gulf of America, which was Mexico, but it's still Mexico. But any more? Nebraska, North and South Dakota, fucking hope not. Canada is big enough to be its own country, and Canada's not going to allow it. Did I mention Washington? I guess I have now, because yeah, Washington and Washington State are two different things. Staten Island its own state, or Hawaii? But ironically, really funny, Hawaii, its own flag has the Union Jack within it, and that's never been changed. Really fun. The problem is that all the states I'm not naming now are like all of the ones in the middle that I cannot remember the name of. And I already mentioned Colorado. And this is without me doing the test, because like I said, I'll happily do it with one of my American friends, and then we can then do countries of Europe, specifically not European Union, that's a whole different thing, just Europe. Is it? I'm also forgetting the term for what like certain parts of the world. Oh, continent. Continent is what I was trying to remember. But I was wondering what Europe as I meant it was. There's no doubt there's some countries in Europe that I do not remember. And how many of them are new? Considering how much they broke away from Russia. That was originally, you know, USSR. No, well, because then we'll just get to what I'd have to get Niger out the way, the one that not Nigeria, but is very similar and very close, and then you have Ivory Coast, South Africa, Egypt, Ghana. Oh, I know there is a fuck ton of them, and I think Morocco, Senegal, not Peru, that's South Africa, South America, isn't it? Cameroon? It's all the ones in the middle, and it's like I can often just get all of the ones on the edge, like on the coast, and any of the ones that are a bit further in are a struggle. I want to say Somalia or something. Bad, you mean the one that has the same flag as Romania, and they never knew about it until many years later, and then it was like, shit, we can't do anything. Well, currently, as well, you have the advantage of A, being able to type it, B, just looking up on Google. I'm having to play Elden Ring at the moment. I don't have a third hand and a third monitor. They just allow me to look at all of them. At least not yet, anyways. And surely my third hand would be doing something much more useful rather than just Googling it. Yeah, but you can Google stuff and eat. Now I'm good with just my two for now. Even if one of them is still bandaged, but not bandaged, cosmetic. massive plaster on it. Well, as of this current moment in time, for how long I'm alive, until I say I've lived past my expiration date. Which I don't know when that would be. Maybe we'll, for some reason, get to a point where we just cheat death and then realize, yeah, human immortality is a curse for a reason. Especially when a lot of the time you, in stories, you are the only one with immortality. But then how do vampires fucking do it? They're the ones with near immortality and they live for danger pushes. How do they continue on going? Do they have immortality or do they just live a long time? Like elves. They live for thousands. As I say, how do they just keep on going at it for thousands? Yeah, but when 300 years is over triple the length of our life lifespan. Well, average at least, because if we're saying average at this rate, 80s at least, because I know that's obviously the people that live to like 120. I mean, that's one in a few. Yeah, I'm not saying in terms of like they would have the constant supply, but surely there'll be some vampires that live for so long and just get bored and then be like, I want to die. And so I'm guessing at that point they would just step into the sun. Yeah, they're the easy way of doing it. They don't even have to prepare anything. They just step outside in broad daylight and incinerate themselves. Much quicker. Although some say that does happen to some people in Britain because they get so used to shit weather where there's no sun at all, and as soon as there is, sunburn. Instant. This is coming from someone who has not been sunburned a long time. That can't be off. When you say allergic to the sun, was it in the level they just absolutely refused to go out whenever the sun was out? Oh, that kind. I don't think I've ever had that. The closest I've ever had is if the sun wants to be really powerful on a day. The sun can be out and I would just get a random headache for no reason. I know there was a girl that like had their skin like I think really thick or something in such a way that the sun would fuck it up, and they were like bright red pretty much all the time, and they have to have like so much lotion or sun cream on pretty much all like every single day. Well, this still is not enough. can I stop fucking yawning? Other than I got up earlier than I was expecting. Because I think it got to shortly before 9 AM. It's like, I'm not gonna be able to get back to sleep at all. I'm not gonna have a chance. Oh. Just want to check something. Hey, yeah, the shield that I saw that I would have potentially wanted to have on my back because it gradually restores the carrier's HP, puts me into heavy load. Pretty much all of the shields do, and the light is one of the lot. I know endurance is at 25, so it's not going to be the highest thing in the world. But that's madness. Especially 25 plus the talisman to increase. Oh, I didn't reset, damn it. Oh, they were the ones that put it in the game and clearly meant it for after an encounter. Well, wood one is actually an equivalent of the grass crest shield. But I don't have that, and I've not looked up if there is one. Because that's just the adjudication from Demon Souls. That is, it literally is the same. Well, the grass crest shield, it boosts stamina recovery. So it's literally the item equivalent of the shield equivalent of the green talisman. And it, why do the knowledge 1 and 3 that it does like stacks and essentially just makes it so that it makes like a two-hand weapon build much more viable? Yeah, to do that more weight, put some endurance into it. I don't know how good it would be in this game. I just know it becomes a bit of a crutch for Dark Souls 1. Just have any weapon that benefits from being two-handed. The Weeping Peninsula. Clearly I fucking missed it somewhere. I never remembered where the Weeping Peninsula even was. Am I even close to it? I feel like I would know normally. There's the Weeping Everghoul. Is the merchant zone a chance? Because I may need it if it is going to actually increase stamina recovery. That was what I was severely lacking. I can have that without having to have the iron. Is it in here? Ah! Fucking parkour my way up there. Green turtle shell. That's not green. That's not green at all. But I mean, we got it. There might have been a reason for me to miss it because I wasn't looking hard enough. I mean, in my eyes, it still doesn't look as good as the grass shield. But they do the same thing, and I shall take it. And also, I'm not having to add anything for... Oh. Is it lighter? 5.5. It's high by 0.5. Not fuck. And obviously, I'm not going to be able to test it out yet. I mean, not as good as I would want because it's not up to 100. Before, or I do all of this and I get very similar result. Just because of how difficult it was. I can make up as many excuses as possible for the fact of the matter is I still haven't won. As of right now, they're just hollow. And just boil down to the usual of shut the fuck up, usual. I have not beaten the boss yet, so they're not valid. Well, what specifically what looks worse? What, add the grass crash shield? Replacement on what? But is it the only, like, shield that boosts stamina recovery at all? And is there no way of boosting it? I'm saying grass crash shield looks great. I mean, good that they did pay for the third game. I don't know if it's in the second. Part of me wants to say it's not in Dark Souls 2 at all. Pretty much entirely because a lot of stuff from Dark Souls 1 did not make into 2. Or if it did, it was in very obtuse places. Like the Onion Set or Katarina armor was only available if you killed an NPC Phantom in like New Game Plus, and I think it had to be actual New Game Plus and not just upgraded with Bonfire aesthetic. Yeah, I understand that one. The fact it's only one. Well, then again, I think it was kind of the case with Dark Souls 1 as well. Really, only one. They have that many shields and only size split stamina region on one. That's not really much of an RPG, because surely if it was an agile RPG, I know it's more of an action RPG, but if it was an RPG, a lot more shields would have stamina regen, and it'd just be a case of trying to find the best one. Or you could apply it onto other shields. I guess that's why this is an action RPG and does not focus that much on the RPG elements. Even though I'm remembering Skyrim had the ability, or gave you the ability to put stuff onto other stuff. It wasn't the best because I think almost all of them required a soul gem, and they changed so quickly. Then again, Skyrim is a game that gives you the heart attack spiders, so yeah, it points off immediately. Which is why even if I were to pick up Skyrim again, I'm not playing it with the spiders still being in the game. The fact that they have yeah, the closest Fallout 4 has are the scorpions, and those I'm not scared of as much. Just shows you how bad spiders are. And clearly they didn't fucking know. For someone who's barely played any of Oblivion, I wonder if there's any spiders in those games, or in that game. I think the main reason why I didn't is because when I tried to on Game Pass, it was not set up for a controller at all. Which is weird because Oblivion did have a console release. I don't know why the Xbox Game Pass version did not automatically settle with a controller. Not as much as you would be thinking. I feel like I played the really small amount of it. Like one part I remember must be very early on in the game. It's just going down a series of wooden poles for some reason. I don't know how much of that is true. And considering that game is still stuck on PS4 with no port ever gonna be made. Because, well, I guess that's more Sony's part, because that's why the Demon's Souls remake is yet to be put onto Steam. I'm saying Steam because it's just a collector. Or like any marketplace, because Epic Games are still finding ways to shoot themselves into the foot. Usually go into more controversy, and despite how many others exist, But they're not going to be making Bloodborne 2, are they? It's not like Dark Souls, where they greenlit the sequel in fucking immediately. Because then, if we go by that logic, they will do that when they make Demon Souls 2. And that's not happening. Because Dark Souls essentially is Demon Souls 2. That's how life goes. Because it's why my favorite franchise, Burnout, only has one game that's currently on Steam right now. And that's it. Just one. And it's the remaster of a game from 2008 that they released in 2018. And they took off the original. They didn't give you the option to get the original. And did not at any point make an effort for the original Burnout games on Steam. I'm not saying they're not playable on PC, because you can play them very easily on the emulators. I'm pretty sure that had nothing to do with the actual Burnout racing series at all. Yeah, but as of right now, it doesn't. I mean, yes, I know all of the behind the scenes stuff on as to why. Because EA likes money and they get more money from licenses. Which is why they continue the Need for Speed series. And why that has had a load more games. And why Burnout has had a lot less. If we were to count every main title, then you've got the first 4 from 2001 to 2005, Dominator, Paradise, and Crash. But if we include extras, then all that's doing is adding Legends. It's all that there had been. And nope, they're not going to put them on PC. I understand that few of them have licensed tracks, specifically from 3 onward, but they did that with Paradise, excluding like 2 songs or something. I don't know why they couldn't attempt again, like in the later update, to put them in. But 1 and 2 do not have a licensed soundtrack, and they didn't do anything with those. Oh look, it's American because there's only 1 L in cancel in. Why is that I think is cancelled as 2? Also my oh god, the big plaster is getting more and more itchy. So it does not help that I have about a week left. It's trying to heal, and yet it's itching the fuck out of me. What they did do really well was the first Golden Warfare. I played that to death, and then I played the beta of the second one, didn't like it. I didn't even play the second one, or even the third. It's just, I really liked the first one. They even Plants vs Zombies. I remember playing a lot of 2, and it really did feel like it was made for mobile with all the microtransactions. Because even though it was definitely fun, it really did heavily lean into it. I played some amount of the first one, not a massive amount, but some. And then that's really about it. Really? How am I missing it by that much? I guess I'm 270 pounds, I'm not. I'm doing the 300 pounds. But EA has just been EA. It's been worse now because of Saudi Arabia. Any chances I had of myself getting put back up, which there were none, get already gone. And I can even say similar stuff for the Need for Speed series because a lot of it is not available. Because the original Most Wanted from 2005 is not even on Steam at all. And at no point did they consider making it like a remaster or remake. None. It's not available. Because I know the Hot Pursuit remasters on it because the original one was on it and that was taken off. And the Most Wanted from 20 levels on there, and I want to say like from then on, like every other Need for Speed is on there. Like, I want to say there's a few stragglers. I want to say Pro Streets on there, and like Undercover. But anything from before 2006 or 7 isn't on Steam, which is really odd. Only if, you know, EA were wanting some money, they could just put it on there. Feel like they wouldn't even have to change anything. Just put it on there as is, and they get a shit ton of money. But nah, EA would rather continue making FIFA without FIFA when most of the people stopped playing it years ago, like me. Well, if you want one that's kind of similar to that, I would say split second velocity or something, where in the tracks would actually dynamically change because at some point within the race, you or one of your opponents would just activate something that would make it so that like an earthquake just happens, so that instead of going straight on, you just have to go downwards, and then that would just be the new norm. It's kind of like that whole some of the mode storm stuff. God, a lot of the racing games of old just don't exist anymore. Like Project Gotham Racing gone, Mode Storm gone, Onrush gone, Midnight Club gone. Oh, there's no more. I want to say Outrun was a thing. iDrive? I know there was Drive Club. Like, most of what is just being a thing, well, what's still existing is like Forza Horizon. And I can't really say Forza Motorsport is, because I mean, they ended up in like 6, and then they just rebranded it to just Forza Motorsport. So Gran Turismo is still going, I think, on its... Is it 7 yet? Because I know that they did a weird thing with 5, and then 6 was released at like the tail end of the PS3, and then it took a while for them to do the 7th one. Which one? The one that is not episode 1 pod racer? the one that somehow did so well it got a sequel. Because surely they could just do that, just have it be pod racer. Well, I mean, they have enough ships for it. But I've not seen it. The only Star Wars game I know of that has come out is Outlaws, and why is it not pods though? Pod racing is right there. But if this game does not have Anakin's pod racer from episode 1, 0 out of 10. But yeah, they have enough flying ships, or even the land ones, but they do have enough to fill out like a whole roster without having to make more new ones. No, no. I swear that was a thing, like it was a thing back in the day, like it was a sweet spin-off thing. Okay, no, I've not seen that, but I swear there was an old version of that. Oh, I just checked. The Reddit post saying there is no pod racing in the game. It's 0 out of 10. But no, I have not seen that. Definitely not because a lot of stuff is made so that I just have a lot less of an interest in Star Wars in general, unfortunately. Probably being because I still have yet to watch the rest of Clone Wars. I got somewhere within season 3 and stopped. And then I've not watched... I didn't watch Acolytes at all. I didn't finish Obi-Wan, didn't finish Ahsoka, didn't watch season 3 of Mandalorian, didn't watch Book of Boba Fett, not watch Andor. I'm not wanting to keep up with that much Star Wars, okay? Movies wise, it was fine because that's one, like once every 3 years is what it should be. Not TV shows that arguably you could say is the equivalent of a movie. And often are structured like it is a movie. What feel like more of a time investment? Well, which ones? Because we also have the Clone Wars movie that has Samuel L. Jackson in it, reprising his role from the prequels. But I can and shall force you to watch 1 through 6 plus Rogue One. Because I know not everyone likes those movies, well, specifically the prequels. But considering how old I am, I do like them. But if we can do a trade thing where you find 7 movies that you like that I have not heard of or not watched, and I'll get you to watch the Star Wars movies. Do know that I have all of them on Blu-ray, well, at least 1 through 6. Yes, but I will give you a spoiler warning. There is less Jar Jar as the movies continue, to the point where you will not hear him at all in the 3rd one. But yeah, here's my Blu-ray copy. All, yeah, 1 through 6. I don't know when they put this out, but it is here. I did get this as like a birthday present years ago, and I think it has bonus content in it as well, I want to say. Is it? Oh, it's been so long since I've opened this up. It actually has 2 discs worth of bonus content. How good it look. 3 discs worth of bonus content. Oh god, at some point I'm gonna have to end up cracking them up. Wow, that a lot more loaded than I was expecting, but all on Blu-ray. I know certain people, old fuck, would say that they prefer the original versions of the originals. Specifically because of how much George Lucas messed with the movie. Meanwhile, as someone that notices them, but still likes the new stuff, no, they do not. Because they were made before bring what was even considered a term, at least as widespread as it is today. You know, 1977 through 2005, but then we're also going to count 2011, because I think that's when the Blu-ray special editions were made, unless more have been made. No, because I think 2011 was the last opportunity for George Lucas to do anything with the franchise. But yes, I would absolutely be one to say you can watch that. But if you really want to watch even more, Clone Wars is right there. And I guess Rebels as well. Then I think we also have Tales of the Jedi, which is set between episodes 1 and 2. I could be wrong. And then there's Andor as well, because that's right before Rogue One, which is, you know, set right before episode 4. So yeah, there's just a lot. And because it's like about 19-year gap between 3 and 4. But the series of movies was... I don't know which one you're specifically relating to. Which cult? I may have offhandedly mentioned it, but my mind is drawing a blank. I don't think that's that wasn't a Star Wars one to my knowledge. I don't think I... okay, I never would want to mention it. Or I think I mentioned that I didn't watch the Acolyte. Still War. Oh, come off it, you arse. I think I got 1 series. They were planning on making the 2nd, supposedly, and then, they was not received well, it seemed. Okay, even as someone alive that could know a lot about Star Wars, I'm not someone that knows all of the lore because how much stuff just was made up later on by George Lucas himself by either retconning some stuff or because someone wanted it, which is how we got purple lightsabers added to the lore, because Samuel L. Jackson wanted to make him, well, wanted it so that he stood out amongst the blue and green lightsabers. So George Lucas put that into canon. More stuff they put in the canon stuff, and that isn't just the special edition changes. But without watching it, I would not be able to tell you. All I can say is that if it's in the case of they were trying to do it like way before the episode 1 was a thing, and so any of it could be retconned because it was way before its time, not time in the timeline, then I guess that would be fine, which is why you have some stuff in the game that I play a lot, Star Wars: The Old Republic, because it's like thousands of years ahead of episode 1, so we can get away with it. And well, the Jedi are known can live a while. Only some species can. But yeah, here's the one that did train Sidious. And I think it was in the case of it's intended that we do not know what they just looks like. We just know of him. Unless he was actually given an actual, like, character sheet or something. I don't know. But again, I'm pretty sure he wasn't even mentioned until episode 3. Then again, the Star Wars canon is definitely fucky. Because not everyone is going to remember everything, except for the people that are watching the show that are not hired to be on the show. Those are the usual people that will remember everything. Or just ask Sam Witwer, the person who plays Starkiller in the Force Unleashed games. He knows everything. Like, he is the Star Wars fan at this rate. Yeah, the one from like 2008. The one that was really good. And then they made Force Unleashed 2 that I have not played, but I've heard is not the best. Well, it was on the Wii, but it was also multiple consoles because I'm pretty sure EA had the license for Star Wars games at that point. But it was on everything. I'm pretty sure they had the PS2 and the PSP release as well. And actually no, the PSP version was very different. Had a lot of extra stuff in it. But not the latest Star Wars game of Star Wars for the Kinect. That was completely different. There was the one where he did hold this lightsaber in reverse grip, making it completely fucking useless. Because as everyone knows, holding anything in reverse grip or behind you is a disadvantage. I was one critic you could say of the game.
I was just wondering if you wanted to hang out with me and smoke weed and fill our bellies with diet soda and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2.
Thank you. Oh, it's really great. The people that made Swine and Friends played the same game that I did. On the same console, no less. God, even though I have Battlefront 2 on PC, like the older one, it's just not done so well, because as soon as you want to try and alt-tab out, because of how old it is, it will just completely disappear from the screen, and because of how old it is, there is no option to just keep it there like in newer games. But I've also tried to play the newer one, and it's vacant and had just hackers in it, making it unplayable. Apparently for consoles at the time it was doing, and there were people playing it, the PC could just get fucked, which was annoying because there was like 100+ gigabytes as well, because I think it had a lot of extra DLC in it. I could be wrong. I've done what overall. Done up to that fucking number. Okay, it's up to, it says it is, but that's because I have the talisman on. And I'm pretty sure I have nothing else. Yeah, I have nothing else that's going to increase damage output. So it's technically at 50, but it's not. But I guess with that extra bit of damage and with the shield, I will have some attempts against fucking Millennia. And suffer more and more. Because I hate my life. Not actually. Despite how much I've made the joke before, I'm feeling less depressive than I was before. Less being the operative word here. Still gonna keep the plan of not activating a rune arc until phase 2. If I even get there, that is. Alright, let's be a choice. I hate this boss, everything to do with it. What would I to be expecting anything different? Just that little bit of damage increase was really gonna save my chances, was it? Was it? Was it? Fuck. It could entirely just be because my armor is terrible and my endurance is shit. Like, that's what I'm gonna have to blame it on. I do need to level up 25 is normal. Oh, no! Oh. It's barely, I can't think it doesn't exist. What am I meant to do there? Camille, explain to me what I'm meant to do. Is it because I ran towards her thinking I could just escape it? Like, is it actually in the case of you are supposed to run the fuck away? But anytime I've done that, I've also just died. Well, I ran towards her and it did not help. Because I thought it was going to be one of those. But, okay, why is she running this time? And what did I do? No, I'm dead. I was stuck in the hitbox. I couldn't get out. And people say that this is fuck off. I would rather jump out a window right now. I'm pretty sure you know that I did. But I'd rather have it be done. And so I can say, I beat it. Discuss it. You are not better than me than Elden Ring. I have played these games for longer than some people have lived. That honestly is somewhat true. Well, okay, granted I don't have 1,000 hours in one game. I have at max like 300. That's because I don't do New Game Plus and above. I really should. No. Okay, that window of being able to do that is too short, honestly. I don't think I'm succeeding because the limit's health bar right now is not much. Hey. Yeah. I even looked up the thing and it really didn't seem like one does not have a magic resistance. it just seems like my stats are not high enough. It's weird because I'm 138, which you would think would be high enough. Because that's higher than what level I normally am to defeat Dark Souls 1 and 3. Okay, not 2, but that has a really different leveling system. But higher than 1 and 3. And Demon Souls as well, might as well include that. I can't say anything all of the others. Yeah, why does my health just get diminished like that? Is it because of my armor? I couldn't get out, nor could I see, because my own mimic blinded me. So now you don't want to charge me. Half my health is just gone like that. Is that meant to be normal? I don't know what hit me there, but okay. Like, why is that everyone sometimes? It does not hit me and yet it does. And so why the healing? The healing should not be allowed. Like, I can heal, but why is the boss with more health than me allowed to heal? I've lost. I'm really lost. That is so small of a window, it's impossible. Ran away from him. Look what happened. I don't know why he didn't do shit. Because I don't know if you noticed, but it made me auto lock onto her, so I couldn't even start running. Because she just does it so fast. There is hard, and then there's plain unfair. So even with my extra 3 levels, it's made no difference. Is it because the game just hates magic builds, which is what mine essentially is? No, no. That was me blocking a lot of that, and it still wasn't fucking possible to even do anything against. Why? Why does this boss need to exist in the state that it does? Fucking rolled into her and it did not want to. Why is the range on a weapon? Everyone's range on a weapon pointed to be like that. And B, why is it that whenever I wanted to roll into her, do I get the iframes? Fuck no. Is it more because I'm not light load? Because I'm that heavy that it won't happen? Because do I just sacrifice the cosplay at this rate for different armor? No matter what the fuck I do, doesn't matter if I roll back and defend. 1 still targets me, and 2 I still fucking die to a piece of shit move. Well, that's all it is. It's just an auto move. That's all it is. You can't say, oh, I fucking survived that. I will strangle you. No. Even if I dodge the second round of that, I still fucking die. Because no one thought that this was fair. No, people did not think that this was good. And they still put it on the lead anyways. Just this one boss fight. I don't care if it's the hardest one. It's unfair. If I try and go into any other armor right now, it's gonna be fucking heavy load and I'm not gonna be able to move. It just sometimes one will be chasing me down and sometimes no. And you know, be so powerful that my attacks don't make her flinch half the time. Yeah, I take way too much damage for that to even be worth it. Oh, that could be why, because I'm crouching. Because that could be a reason as to why, because I'm trying to get the lockup off. But I automatically crouch because I do so all the other fucking games where that's not a thing. Where crouching does not exist and it's L3 for me to take lock on or off. Fuck off. God, I wish I was a way to disable crouch for this. Because it does not help me at all. Nope, fucking pressing me to roll out the way does not exist. What? Oh, come on. Really? So the game just knows that because I'm blocking, it's just going to activate the move that I hate second most and just one-shots me. It's like, oh, they're blocking now. Yeah, let me just grab them. Because the last time anyone did that was fucking win. But at least with Green, you could cheese by just parrying all the time and didn't have a second phase. How'd you make this fight better? Make it so that the window to do the counter attack pretty much is larger and have it so that that attack does not exist. That's how you make this better. I have it be at least an extra second and just remove that from its moveset. No one wanted it. I specifically don't want it. Often I can't do jack shit against it because no matter what I try, nothing can be done, and I, for some reason, somehow don't have enough health or defense to survive it at all. Holy shit. Can I hit on my military at all, please? Oh, that's my R6 fucked. You fucking saw that. I was damn near so fucking close. And no fault of my own. I tried to run away as far as I could. I got caught up, and then because of how the game works, you get hit by the thing, and then the explosion kills you. Honestly, you just have one or the other. I had no need of both there and then. Oh my god. Oh. You still there, Camille? You wanna put any input in for that? Oh. When this fight is done and I actually have succeeded, yes. What? I ran away, and no matter how far I got, the game still went for me. You want to put more input on that? I ran the fuck away. I still got caught up and died because it just one-shots me every time. Oh my god, I'm about to miss it twice. Okay, I couldn't do anything to defend against that. I'm just dead. Because by this point I've done enough damage that it should be gone by now. But I'm just saying, what the fuck? I will say this many times, what the fuck? But that's all I can think of. I hate that egg thing, that egg launch. Fuck off. Just die already. All I want is for it to be dead. Why is there no backstab? Like, she's the perfect height for backstab. And yet I cannot backstab at any point. Why is the range on that weapon? Why is it the length of the flat piece? I don't know. Why does she have to be annoying in both forms? Normally it's like the first form is on the easier side and then the second one is the annoying one. And I've already used an Estus, which is... Oh, it's not going to bother me at all, is it? I never get down to my last one half the time. Fucking moon! Did you need to get sunlock there? Why do you want to make me suffer more than you already have? I've already done 19 other parts of this. Why is it having to go on for longer? I rolled for that one. I rolled out of it and just to get rolled into it. Who thought that was balanced? Oh wait, in this game, balance barely even exists as a term. Only do they ever balance anything for PvP. I can't get to it. The wall's in the way. No. What? That last bit is not needed. Any of it isn't needed. How many ground slams are needed to do the punishment? How many are needed for that to happen? I think the number will be able to increase. Does it? I'm fucking looking this up contextually. Does it say anything about how to dodge that move? Because 99% of the time it's not possible. Because there's a different dodge what that one. It said simply run towards Melania and get behind us. You'll miss because she cannot steer that much. Oh, so the plan I had of one time of running into it was actually what you're meant to do, apparently. And yet, it didn't want to work on me, so... Clearly I didn't run fast enough. Now I know. But does that mean one is gonna go for the mimic here? I have a feeling one is just gonna go for the mimic here instead. There is no way of stopping that. As soon as one gets up in the air, it's done. And the fact that there's like no additional summons here to my knowledge as well. I don't... Is there? Is there not? It says can summon spirit bosses for the help, but it does not... Well, spirit ashes. It does not mention anything in terms of there being just a summon sign somewhere. Okay, you pretty much restore all of your HP from just 3 hits. I wish there was a way to make it so that your mimic only did like one hand or two hand. Because even though you can have a sort of one shot or two handed, one does not stay like that. Unless there is, I just have not walked into it. This is not going well at all. I am not winning this at all. Yeah, I pretty much gave up at that point. I hate everything to do with this boss, everything. People can notably saying, oh, it's a great boss from a lore perspective and everything. From an actual fight perspective, I would rather jump off a cliff. Specifically, a Grand Canyon cliff. Why are there so many hits? Going to be knocked down, and sometimes she doesn't even flinch. I'm just saying, sometimes it takes forever for that to even happen. My health just not. My health just gets disintegrated every single time. Oh yeah, that actually does look a lot better. My mimic here is near enough dead, and I. Oh crap. Dodge that? And then what the hell he did? What? I couldn't even fucking predict that. Oh, she does that in this phase as well? Well, that's unfair. Incredibly unfair. But yeah, it does not help if I get to the second phase and my mimic basically dies. Because I'm pretty sure I don't have a way of healing the mimic because that would be too powerful. Well, at least I know now to run right behind her and she can't hit me on that first one. So at least I know that. It just would be great if once I did the first, like, once I beat the first phase, all I had was the second phase I had to do and I didn't have to restart over. But last time I checked, there has been no game within the Souls series that's ever allowed that to happen. The closest I can think of is Bed of Chaos in Dark Souls 1, where you can come back and have it so that the floor that was crumbled away from before is still gone. So you can just save and quit for each of the things you have to cut off. That's the only time I can actively think of that checkpoints or phases within a boss were considered checkpoints. At no other point can I think of a boss that allowed that to happen, or if it ever technically had multiple phases. Well, whilst you do that, find someone else to also talk as well. Just so I have someone if you're going to force them working here. Because I need sanity, because as of right now, it's slipping. gonna think making it so that counter-attack like that do a lot more if it is considered a counter-attack as such. Oh, what? More than like that, so if you said you were going to be falling asleep, then I would like someone to talk to about your gone so I can remain some sanity. Yeah, I was expecting one to do that. One gets pinned in the corner. That's what they want to do immediately. My mimic that just runs in blind there. Yeah, I can't do much against that. I did find it did seem a bit on the side of like just somewhat being able to spam the wolf assault and it might work, but then it seemed like there was a bit of a timer on it in the way that it would not give him to keep one on the ground for that long. And also it seemed like even harder of a task to keep one on the ground. I don't know if I'm gonna have to check if there is anything to just stop Scarlet Rot from happening. I did so much damage so quickly, and as soon as I even tried to fucking heal, it went nowhere. Like, clearly it's just a case of if we can gangbang her, then the mimic can have more health in the second phase, and I am not having to rely on myself, knowing how well that went. Yeah, it does seem like I just have to spam R1, you know. Oh, crap. Yeah, she just absolutely destroyed the mimic tier. Like it's nothing. I cannot revive it. I wish there was a way that I could. It's not possible. Yeah, that was one of the best odds I had. But she destroys the mimic thing like it's nothing. And that was even me with a rune arc, and I still got demolished. Well, at this point I figured out the tactic, which I should have figured out ages ago. It's just that sometimes it was not the most consistent, but R1 spam on the first phase, because I can get extra boost. Oh. Boost from doing more attack. Yeah, it's just a case of I can sort out the immediate part, but the problem is that she destroys the mimic tier like it's nothing. The Scarlet Rod doesn't help either. Like that does not. I mean, yes, we did get to a point of just making her go down to the ground so often with Wolf Assault. That can't help, but it clearly has a timer so that it doesn't always happen. She moves that fast. That's not always going to work, but it can. And also, I didn't get much of a time to even do like a counter, because it was there, but then immediately disappeared. I was not going to be able to dodge at all, because RNG exists for whether or not one's going to do a certain move, whether or not I even get a chance to activate my beast power, essentially. So I only have 9 rune arcs left. It doesn't help if she dodges one of them, and it does that attack. Oh, and then does that move. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I would want to be dead. Fucking go down, warrior. There we go. They did not enough. Oh, she targeted me. As soon as she does that spin thing, might as well just consider the attempt over and done with. Especially if my Mimic T has 25% health. I have no way of healing the Mimic. What would be nice is that if you use your flask, especially the Crimson one, and have it so that 50% of it goes to the Mimic as well. Or would that be too powerful? Yeah, that was going semi-well, and then decide, how about no? How about we just decide we're gonna activate the insta-kill? And that's what one does, that is just the insta-kill, and trying to prevent it from happening is sort of difficult. Because either you're the one that gets killed, or the Mimic takes a lot of damage. The in-between does not exist. This is something. What? Oh, that was odd. See, the Scarlet Rot is killing my Mimic like it's nothing. Again, I don't need to do any more of this stream. He has been fucking defiant.
Lord.
You know what, Camille, are you still there? Are you still there?
Oh, dear Mikola. Oh, dearest Mikola. My brother. I'm sorry. I finally met.
Good, because I know
Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper.
hardest boss fucking game. Beaten by a pleb. Well, I know where that screenshot's gonna go to. Now, just be glad I'm not planning to find Millennia on later new game. Because if it was already bad enough here... Okay, is there anything else I'm having to see? Apart from a chair. I mean, let me collect my 0 souls. Where the fuck did you come from? Were you always here? Well, it's a physical thing, but can't do anything about it. I can't even interact with it. The finger reader. Ah, that great rune. So which tower is it that I have to go to activate that one? Properly or something? I'm gonna use all the levels I need. Only 3 and okay, that puts up to 961. Oh. So I want at least 50 intelligence naturally. Because if we're here, then is there even a nearby tower at all? Because we have done nothing with this, and I don't know what that is at all. Which one of the towers gonna even be? The one we haven't been to? Yeah, there is some stuff around here I've not explored. I do want to. I think this is just a tree. And that is also just a tree. Holy fucking shit. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. When I start uploading this, I'm going to put the stream into DaVinci and just clip the winning run. Just put that on my main channel. Holy shit. That took way too many attempts, considering I had one stream that was just an hour worth of attempts. And half of it, like 95% of it was I never even got to the second phase. And then I eventually just worked out a strategy of spam R1 and then auto occasionally. And then once it got to the second phase, do a combination of both, but then also run straight forwards right at the start, and then also at the end, yeah, just go for the grand slam. I'm glad I finished it off with Wolf for so long. Oh my god. Oh shit. My mind does not want to remember where capital is. Unless you're gonna say it's really far down. I don't remember. You're gonna have to remind me. No, I don't see. I had it, no doubt I saw it, and then it immediately disappeared. Now that one. Yeah, Divine Bridge. Oh. When you say a war, is it the usual type of war? This one? If not, then it's gonna have to be another one, but it's going off to fucking somewhere. Ah. Ah, it puts all the way over here. The isolated divine tower. I don't know if it's just me. The silver in the armor sort of looks outlandish compared to the giant coat. It seems like it's not as quiet as it should be. I don't know if that's just me. But zoomed out on this is fine. This is when you're trying to examine it. It looks a bit off. Oh Oh yeah, that's all around the end of the sanctum. What is her room? Attacks recover HP after damage is taken. Could be interesting, you know. Especially with how much damage I end up taking. They didn't look like that before.
Well, you managed to return. You know what this means. The Earth Tree has spurned you. The fingers remain still, shaken by this turn of events. They are busy consulting the Kratos will. When they are finished, the fingers will again offer their guidance. But thousands, if not tens of thousands, of moons must first pass. No matter for me, but you. How will you ever manage the weight? My, oh my.
I think it would only make sense for me to get Millennia's stuff because she is like the mascot of the game, because she was the first thing we ever saw of the game at all. Scarlet Anonia, or the Hand of Millennia. Yeah, it does not help me in any way whatsoever. I'm still gonna buy her armor though. So is it worth buying it just for the sake of having it? Because I haven't done anything with the other two, with the others at all. Like, are we at a point where I should just use those for souls and not actually their weapons? Because I'm pretty much set with what I have. I mean, it doesn't at all. And collision, that's another dex weapon and arcane as well on top of everything. And then that one requires more faith than I have, like quite a bit in this one. Okay, but it's fucking flail, that's not gonna do good at all. And then that one also requires strength dex, but is a grey axe. But I like what I have. I don't think I'm wanting to change it. So I think I'm just going to use all of them for souls. But also, I don't remember that being there.
Heavens forbid. That is not the domain of mere men.
Then it hadn't been a
Burning of
while.
the Earth Tree is the first cardinal sin. And you say you seek the power of the Rune of Death too? The Rune of Death goes by two names. The other is Destined Death. The forbidden shadow plucked from the Golden Order upon its creation. Unleashing the rune now would be unthinkable. The fingers would never permit it. Nor would the greater will. But here we are. The fingers dormant, severing our link to the greater will. The realm and all life in ruins. Impossible events transpire beyond the ken of the fingers. Who is to say that the cardinal sin must be cardinal forever? Go on. Finish the job. Take the course you deem most worthy.
Well, it just came up as an option, so I want to know what happened.
You must find kindling. Only the smoldering flame in the great forge of the giants on the highest peak in the lands between can burn the Earth Tree. But special kindling is required to reignite the flame. For the flame to burn the Earth Tree, a sacrifice is needed. Of one who envisions the flame and can lead you to the Rune of Death. Now let the...
She was trying to make it seem like it was like completely against the gods and everything. It's like, no, we're fine. Where is it? Ah. Well, technically with this be out onto light. Does it offer anything? No, it's just usual boss armor. It does not provide anything new. I should not be losing track of my weapons like this, but I am. Yeah, so what I feel like my best plan is just to use all of the boss swords if I'm not going to use anything from them. They do not fit the build, and I like what I have. Only 50k, you absolute cheapskate. I don't know why it wants to put all of them, just, I guess, doing that again. Only 30,000 from the second most annoying boss in the game. That's for me. Is that only enough for one level? Yeah. All of that for one level. I mean, almost there for a second. Well, let's pump the rest of it into intelligence. I guess what I have to do now is just explore the rest of this area. Yeah, exactly. That's how high leveled I am. And they only gave like between 30 and 50k each. Especially the one for Millennia who, Kelena, gave me a lot more. They're up to 972, but it does go up to more if I put on Vanagon's Source Seal. Surprisingly. Like more than what that provides. And actually, I could have gone more if instead of the Winged Sword Insignia, I had the Scarab on, but I had to sacrifice it. Otherwise, I would not have had a chance to win at all. Right, I forgot one. I forgot the most precious of all. I just do a bit more exploring and then I can end the stream on a really high note. Holy shit. Who are you? Rotten Joust. I got his great axe. And they're really funny up. I can't even wield it. Wherever it's gone. Ah. Only 30 to wield it? That's low. They didn't buy 60 for the giant crusher. Yeah, of course, the river makes it so that I have to... Oh, I see that over there. At least I know what it is now. Oh, did I just not get that raised down there? When there's not created to the seed thing. But I need a lot more than just 2. What? That's new. Well, I guess they have defense systems now. I can't even get the iron on that. I couldn't get the iron, and I fucking class. Well, because it had new defense systems that I was not made aware of. Okay, where is it decided to put the soul? Because I tried to look on the map. I don't want to actively die now. Because I get like, oh my god. I'm going to die, aren't I? It'll be funny. Okay, got it. Just about. What? Really? Right, fine. I will cut this one down to size to stop it. But I am wanting to kill off this giant killer. Left to chop off. I don't know if I did want to clean up the whole wall. How much more can that be? There we go. It has stopped. And it almost killed me on the way down. Oh, what do you mean these don't open? Well, I don't know which one out of them, but I know at least 2 of them gave me 50k. And that that was the most recent one that gave me 50k. Yet again for 1 level. Oh, I didn't. I don't do this.
Think not of the kindling. I shall see to that. All I ask of you is to make the journey to the snowy mountain tops of the giants.
I am already here!
I know. I'm asking you to commit a cardinal sin, but it must be done to reach the path beyond. And that is the path I wish to travel. What is your mind?
Well, I wish I could say to her no, if we're still going to continue the Rani route. Who is that? Silver mirror shield. What does this shield do? They just one that does weird magic damage and has high magic defense.
O young yet towering sister of ours, let the birthing droplet in and create life. For us. For all the Albinorics. Thank you. I finally fulfilled my purpose.
Are they the same person? Oh.
Our young yet towering sister.
I already found one of those. It's a bit late.
Now that nothing is left unfinished, I will join you in battle to the bitter end. And when the fighting is done, then you may lay me to rest. Beside Lobo, my dear wolf.
Oh, funny you mentioned that. Just ignore the black wolf mask. Did we or did we not? Which one? Because we have the Dector's one, the Halig one, and what other one? They're in the Royal Battalions together. So which one? Did we or did we not already do the stuff to do with it? But no, there is not one of the sacred tears in here. But did we do it? Because which one is it? Is it the one that part of it can only work if you're at a certain position? Like in terms of only if you are down? If it is that one, then we did do it. Yeah, we already got that. There's a... I think that, yeah, the other thing was all the way down here. What number was he? Number 3. Should I take a round? Here, see if there's anything. Oh no, it's just jellyfish. Why jellyfish here? Yes. I had a marker that was here. I have the marker that's down there and here. That's why I'm going down there. Why is that? I'm seeing. Come on, put a bit on that. Well, am I going to be able to see it before I read any of my markers? Why? Is that? Can I even? I'm pretty sure this should be able to be killed, but I don't know by what. I'm doing no damage to it. Ah. So somehow they're powerful enough to destroy, and yet if I kill them, I'm not powerful. Yeah, that makes sense. I just get the bear to do it. It's like a mega bear that apparently used to exist in caveman times and then became extinct because we killed them too much. How slow are you? Yeah, but it's the fact that he's not wanting to chase me down. Normally they have a massive radius. Do you just not want to go down here? What is wrong with you? Is he hitting invisible walls so that he cannot get hit? I think he is really hitting invisible walls in such a way that he cannot go down to the lower level. Because he's not wanting to follow me down. Because not only does he, look, he's right there and he's not wanting to attack me. Oh, now he is. That was really odd. I haven't all that one. I'm gonna scaparoo out of here. Now the bear's wanting to actively chase me down. Didn't want to before. And there's another one. Wait, what? Why am I having to get over the hole? Oh. I feel like this can go one of two ways, honestly. He's just gonna spam roll out my way. See? How he's doing what Doom did in that co-op run. He's using dual wielding of that one weapon that I can't remember the name of. I got his stuff. It might be that one. Because when we were actively doing the seamless co-op playthrough, he had 2 of those because I had 2 of the great swords. Holy shit. Yellow ember is just a material. Yeah, we're reading this one. I'm gonna have to think of annoying. Stop the recording and then start a new one.